Okay, so on a nice sunny day like this, just a couple minutes away from my house, I came across a new location that's still connected to the Annapolis River. Now, I haven't fished here before. I only seen it when I drove past it, so I'm kind of curious to what swims in this part of the river. Yeah, as you can see, the brook comes right out here. I discovered this not long ago. Seems like a good spot. This is still connected to the Annapolis River as I checked out on the maps and stuff here. And water seems really clear. So I just want to see exactly what swims in this kind of river. See, the river begins here. More rapids over that way underneath the bridge. And then slow moving current up that way. It's more clear down there than I'm finding up there more as I go that way. Now, if I know anything in Annapolis River here, there is trout that runs through here. So, trout and hopefully white suckers. I mean, I haven't spotted any since I fished here. So, we're going to give this a try and see what we can catch out of this little part of the river that I just discovered a couple days ago as I was driving with my friends. So, I'm probably gonna weave my way through the bushes here because I see a nice spot right here that I'm gonna go take a look at. Ooh, look at the pickers. Full of pickers here. Pickers and thorns and stuff. Ooh. Okay, it may seem like I need to get my way through. A lot of thorns here. Bushwhacking through thorn bushes. Definitely not fun. Okay. So I see an opening here. I'm going to give here a try. Seems like a nice little river. We're going to discover what's in here. I'm going to take a wild guess and probably say trout. Maybe some panfish. I don't know. Who knows, really? And, I got, some crawlers. I got some crawlers and some spinners with me today, so I'm gonna see what I can get out of this little spot right here. And again, this is connected to the Annapolis River where we go where I went shad fishing and trout fishing there. But I didn't catch anything, unfortunately, only shad. So we're gonna give this little spot here a try. Can't promise I'll catch anything, but one thing's for sure, we won't know till we try. So, hopefully on a nice day like today, bluebird skies, hopefully we'll get something out of this little spot. Okay, so we got our rigged up. We're gonna try a split shot rig with a crawler on the bottom, with a crawler for bait, and we're hopefully gonna see what we can catch. Now, I can't promise I'll get anything out of here. There's no telling what's in here since I've never fished this part of the river. So, hopefully we get something going here. So, we got a split shot rig and a crawler on the bottom. We're gonna cast probably downstream first just to give it a shot. Here we go, first cast. And we're in. Now, the water's moving quite fast, so hopefully the split shot holds it in place for whatever it is it may bite. I would like something to bite. There's no telling where. So hopefully I get something. So with the current moving too fast and the water level's gone down since all the rain we had, so hopefully this might make a change in something. Well, hopefully we get one. Okay, so after a few minutes of not catching anything, just over here, I just spotted a few fish jumps here. Now, the current's flowing a little fast here because we're just on the other side here. Just on the other side where the water breaks and the rapids begin to happen. But there is some life here. Whether or not I'll catch one is the question. hopefully if I catch one, that'll be the question. But just fishing over there wasn't barely anything. But over here, there seemed to be jumping. Pretty sure they're trout. But we can just get one here. I'd be happy with just one. Or a few more. Ooh. Just want to see one. With it free floating on the top and the current taking it, shouldn't be that bad. Look at that, right in front of my face. Definitely some trout life here. Okay, so after a few minutes of fishing down the river and moving down here, I've seen a few jumps, but still not a single fish. They don't seem to want to bug the crawlers. They don't. So I'm gonna chuck on a blue fox spinner here, which is the smallest size you can get, and I'm gonna get it in blue and silver. And we're gonna try here, see if I can catch anything, and if not, we're gonna move even more down the river, because I know for a fact down this river here, I imagine it probably slows down afterwards in the rapids and stuff like that. So hopefully we get something going here. Been a few times here. I've since I moved down here, I've discovered a couple places, but haven't really got a chance to get anything for the camera while trying to discover places on my own without my friends that I go with when I'm out here by myself. So we're gonna give this a try one last time with the spinner, and if nothing, we're gonna move down with the river and then maybe move up. I don't know, I haven't really decided. I'm probably either gonna go that way, where it's more calmer, I imagine. So, get the blue fox spinner on, and we're gonna see. Hopefully we get one. There's signs of life here, because there's a bunch of jumps that I've been seeing. Nothing too big, but just jumps in general. What I've been seeing, and they don't seem to want the crawler. So maybe an old trout spinner, something small enough, because where the jumps aren't all that big. Look, I just seen another one. Hopefully they'll take something. Like to see something come out of here. There's no telling though. It's only early in the afternoon, just turned lunchtime here, so I got a couple hours to fish before I decide what happens next. Alright, so after just crossing the street, we're on the other side here of the river. It's just a little bit windy on this side. And the current seems to be flowing a little bit faster going this way. So we're gonna see here. Hopefully we can get one down here. Looks like a good spot right down in there. Alright. So there is signs of life here. They're coming across this hill here. Hoping I get a trout. I want to get something from this river. So we're gonna take a look over here on the other side. Very nice little spot too. It's not too bad. Now the water level's gone down since I started fishing here. And I just hope there's something here. I'll be alright if I even catch one. But we won't know until we keep fishing and trying. Now this looks like a good spot. Looks like this place has been fished often. So here we are. We're on the other side over there. That's where I was over there, doing some fishing, but unfortunately didn't catch anything. But there's signs of life, and we're just gonna see exactly here what swims in this part of the river. Hoping there'd be a trout. Man, even a nice smallmouth would be nice. There's no telling what's in this river. The only thing I know is it's connected to the Annapolis. It's connected to the Annapolis River, where I was shad fishing last year. So, there might be trout up this way, it might be bass. That's why I'm here to find out today. Got a lot of time on my hands, so I'm gonna find out for sure what is swimming in this water. I also wouldn't mind a brown trout too, if there's browns here too. And the water here seems a little bit deeper, so there definitely should be something hiding in the depths. Oh boy, we got one! Oh yeah! What do we got? Alright, what is that? Oh my goodness, it is a small trout, brook trout. Oh yeah, brook trout? Pretty sure anyways. Oh, will you look at that. Few moments here fishing, definitely paid off. Just a tiny little thing in a current like this. What are you doing here? Look at that thing. He is just tiny as tiny can be. Oh! You're just a small little trout. Yeah, little speckled. Right there. Look at that, folks. Oh, and there he goes. Alright, awesome. Just a tiny little thing. That was nailed off the blue fox spinner. Well, discovery made. It's trout that runs through here. After a few moments of sitting here, it definitely paid off. There is trout in here. That is great. Now that I found out what's running through this river, now I want to see if there's any bigger sizes in here. No, that's great. I'm happy I just caught one. Although this is going to be a very short video if I don't catch any more. But I'm sure if I move down the river, I definitely will probably get more. Catching trout, I find, is just a little bit more of a weight than if I was bass fishing. Alright, that is great. Now, if I can nail two, today should be a good day. I was reeling that with the current too, just a straight little retrieve. And sure enough, he pulled it. And it wasn't little nips either. He hit it, and it felt like for a minute I thought for sure I hit a twig, but no, it started swimming with it. Just a teeny tiny little guy. Oh, that's great. Hopefully I can get another one. If not, we'll move down the river and see what else this river has to offer for other spots. Well, it's been a couple of minutes and it's not another trout. So, probably going to get ready and move down more towards the river. Well, I wasn't sure what kind of fish that was when I first caught it. I thought it was a salmon at first because it looked all silvery. But no, it was a brook trout. And no brown trout here, unfortunately. I'm sure there is, but they're probably hard to catch. Well, we won't know that. So after this cast, and maybe a few more, we're gonna move up the river, which is that way, down that way. Hopefully I can find an opening, and we're gonna try some other spots down here. And because now that I caught a trout and caught a fish here in general, I want to see if there's something bigger that comes through here. Alright, so let's get packing and let's get up there. Okay, so this seems to be the barbed wire fence. It doesn't look like it's fenced off, and this seems to be a trail here. So we're gonna follow it down as far as I can and keep following the river down. So that's really great. I caught one fish. It's probably gonna be a super short one where I'm just sitting here fishing and talking and not really catching much. But hey, maybe I just might catch more. Trout fishing is a little bit challenging because you got to get them at the right time in the right place. And here we are with another opening. So we're going to take a look down here. The flow of the river is still the same. Seems to be more of a spot here. There's a rundown path here, so I guess that's a good sign. And it seems, because over there where I was, and it seems that this might be a promising spot, but there's no telling. There definitely is no telling what I might catch out of here. Well, I already know what I caught out of here, but I meant as in what I would catch out of this spot. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep fishing. Seems like there's a lot more spots down there, so I'm not just about to call it quits yet. The Johnson's minnow spin wasn't really working, so I decided to go back to the Blue Fox in a gold pattern, in an all gold pattern, because gold and silver seem to work really well for trout, it seems. And we're gonna see here what we can get. All right. Now it's a little deeper here, I've noticed, so there might be some sign here. There may not be. But the water current is flowing a lot slower. Might get something out of here, we may not. And the bottom doesn't seem to be all that rocky, so I may fish the bottom too. Because I found out probably around this time the white suckers probably are biting good too, because I seen a couple pictures in some fishing groups that I'm part in that some people were catching white suckers too at this time of the year and during the season. So while that may not be if the spinners ain't working and the trout aren't biting, I just may try fishing the bottom, because again, white suckers are a bottom feeder and they are fun to catch actually, so I really don't mind having those on my line. So we'll give it a few moments here, and then we'll do another run and gun. See how far I can get down the river. Okay, moving on down further. We still got no sign of life through the river. Ooh, this looks like a calm spot. Still no sign of any fish. I wouldn't doubt if shad run through here too. But still, not a one. Not one fish. Just only one measly trout. And we're gonna go try back there at the original spot there when I first arrived here, and we're gonna fish the bottom because I definitely want to see if there's any signs of white suckers here. Got a very warm day here. Warm day, bluebird skies, no wind at all. It's definitely a good day to come check out this spot. See what I can find. And so far, nothing. So I guess we'll head back. And I'm gonna fish the bottom with a weight and a crawler. Hook up a split shot rig. And I'm gonna coast the bottom and see what I can find at the bottom there. Maybe there may be a white sucker or something. Because I did read that where there's fresh water, fresh clean water, and most trout populations, there's bottom feeders on the bottom. So I'm gonna put my knowledge to the test here. We're gonna go back into the slow moving water and fish the bottom. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting on a split shot rig, which is just basically a straight up just normal hook, and a split shot, which is basically just goes a few inches above the line. Basically what I'm doing there is when I'm fishing for white suckers, if there is any here, I'm gonna find out for sure. I'm gonna let it drag along the bottom, and the current of the river, as you see over here where I have been fishing, is moving a little slower. So while the weight of the split shot is keeping the bait down there near the bottom, the current is also moving the bait, giving it natural presentation. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna chuck on a crawler and put on a small split shot, and basically we're gonna get ready and fish the bottom here. Now I need to leave it completely still and let the natural current flow by itself. That way, by using an ultralight rod, I can be able to find out where most of these fish are there at the bottom, because I can just use a light rod with a light rod, and they hit very light. So basically just letting it flow in the current, and while doing so with that, we're gonna just sit and play the waiting game. And as soon as the fish bites, I pretty much set the hook and reel in a white sucker. Now I've only got lucky since I've been out here and only caught a few, and I really had fun catching them. So they like slow moving currents like this, and they're often seen in waters that contain trout. So we got our little split shot rig here, got our hook at the bottom, we got our little split shot here, as you can see. And now that we're all set up, we're gonna chuck on a crawler, and we're gonna get back out there, and we're gonna see if we can get a white sucker. Okay, so we got our little split shot rig set up with a crawler, and once again we're back at the spot that we first started at, and now we're gonna cast it out, play the waiting game. I can't promise I will get one because I don't see any, but I did read on some articles that this is around the time that they are spawning. So we're gonna sit right here, enjoy the day, and now we're gonna let her fly, and hopefully we get one. Now, as calm and as deep as this place, little area here seems, I'm gonna hope there is nothing on bottom that will mess this up. Now I'm just hoping something will bite. Not sure how long it'll take, but white sucker fishing, it usually does not take a long time, especially if they're all schooled up and they bite one after the other beforehand. So we're gonna give it a few moments, gonna relax, and maybe if we don't get none here, we'll fish our way back and try up the other end of the river. So wish me luck. Well, hopefully something is here in this little body of water. Oh, we got one. Yes sirree. And it's a sucker. Yep, look at that. Look at that, folks. Oh, yeah. Got a great big sucker. Oh, yeah, look at the size of that, folks. Oh, he's a decent one. He bit that so light, too. There was no telling that I had him. So there's trout and there's white suckers here. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Settle down, buddy. Come here. Come on, settle down. There we go. Look at the size of that one. Oh, yeah. And I barely had him hooked, too. He is fat. Look at the belly on this one. Woo! He bit that so light, I didn't even know he was on there. And that only took a few minutes, too. A few moments. Look at that, folks. There is a decent white sucker here in the Annapolis River. So I guess my prediction and research was right. White suckers definitely do swim here. There was no telling for sure if I was going to get one. But with a crawler on the bottom, everything pays off. And we're going to put this little guy back. Okay, little guy. Go on. There you go. Awesome job. That is great. He bit that so light, I couldn't even tell that he was on there. At first, I thought I had a twig or something. Yeah. So, one trout, one sucker. After searching around, that's good to know. There's definitely white suckers here. So, I guess know what I'm fishing for right now. I guess it's white suckers. I really don't mind fishing them. They're actually a really awesome fish. They feel dead weight. They bite very light. But you know something? Once they're hooked, they actually put up quite a fight. Now, I wonder how many more I will catch from the spot just by doing this. And all I'm doing is just letting the current take it. The weight keeps the bait down. And you can feel them picking it up from the bottom. And they bite very light. So I really do recommend a lightweight setup, like an ultralight or a medium light or something like that. But no, that's all I'm doing. You cast it out. Just leave it set. Let the current take it. You'll feel them tug just lightly. That sun glaring off the water is kind of hard to make it see. Alright. And I got the smallest bait hook there is possible for these fish. And I've downsided my split shots because it doesn't seem to be that many. Doesn't seem to be that much of a current here. So I'm really not seeing the purpose of having a bigger one. Okay, so we're back out there. Hopefully hopefully those two weights keep the bait down at least. I mean, I hope so anyways. We'll know for sure. If not, maybe I'll add like 2 or 3 or something. We'll know for sure. Unless I start getting a bite, then maybe I made the right choice. That little muskrat going in the river. Guess he doesn't want to come near me. I don't think he has any idea on how to get back up. Oh, there's a bite. Got one. I was paying attention to the muskrat, and sure enough, I got one. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a sucker. Feels like a nice one, too. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a sucker. Come on in here, big guy. Woo! Woo! He's got some fight to him, this little guy does. Oh, no, 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 not under the tree. Not under the tree. Come on. No, no. You get me hooked up in the tree. Oh, okay, that was a close one. Okay, yeah, that was definitely a close one. Woo! Come on, get in here. Get in here. Another white sucker for the win. Alright, go on. Evan, get in here. Get my shirt wet. Look at that. There we go, fellas. An even better sucker. He's kind of engulfed that. He just bit that once there. Sure enough, he bit it. Oh, another decent sized fish. Yeah, commonly known as the white sucker. They can't live in polluted areas. They need a river system that is definitely clean. So anytime you see fish like this in your rivers that you're fishing locally or anywhere else, it's a sign that the river is well oxygenated, because fish like these, I've read, cannot live in polluted or dirty waterways, whether it be in lakes or rivers, because these are the bottom feeders of the lakes and rivers that you fish. Anytime you encounter one of these fish, there's a lot more to them. Some anglers like them, some anglers hate them. Me, I don't mind catching them, but they are the bottom feeders of the waters that we fish. Okay. Oh, he bit that some quick too. I was sitting there watching that muskrat go around. I thought he was going to come up to me, and I just felt my rod go, and sure enough, it was a fish. Okay. So this turned into a white sucker fishing episode, it seems. And all I'm doing is just letting the current take it while the split shot bounces off the bottom. Well, let's go get another one. This turned out to be an okay day discovering this place after being with my friends. So it's nice to know I got a little local fishing spot close to home here. And we got another one. I think I just found a hot spot. He's being lazy, this one. It's like pulling in dead weight. Oh, stay away from that tree. Whoa! Now he's got some fight. Oh, this is a decent sucker. I just don't want him getting me in that tree. No, 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 no. All right, right around the tree. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Holy goodness. Look at the size of this sucker. This white sucker is huge. Oh, my goodness. Look at the size of you. You are a big fish. Woo, almost slipped. Oh, wow. Look at the size of this, folks. Oh, we got ourselves a big fish. Look at that. Definitely a decent looking fish right there. Oh, yeah. He was hungry. It's amazing how fish like this can be swimming in the waters. Now look at that, folks. That is a really big fish. Pretty much the biggest size you can find upon average. Anyways, that is a very nice fish right there. I'm going to get a quick picture with you, and then we're going to release you back. Alright, took some photos of this guy. This is a decent white sucker. This is a very good size. I didn't think they'd get this big. I thought they were only tiny little things. But, as always, catch and release. There he goes, down to the bottom. That was definitely amazing. I think I found myself a good little spot. Right here in the river. of Annapolis River. Whew. I want to do it again. Let's go get some more. Okay. Well, I found myself a really good spot. So, a little bit of an achievement today. I've caught a trout, and here I've been fishing off camera, and just sitting here in this one spot, have been for almost an hour now, I do believe, and I've been watching little itty-bitty pan-sized trout, probably about yay big, no size to them at all, just jumping out of the water here, jumping at the flies that I see landing on the water and stuff like that, and, you know, but, fishing for white suckers, huh? I guess that's what this adventure is about today. But I managed to test my luck and try catching a trout. And sure enough, I did catch one. And the white suckers are on fire today. Look, I think, no. I think we got another one here. Oh, yeah. Oh, missed him. Oh, we had another one there. I think he stole my bait that time. But no, as I've been sitting here, I've been watching trout jump. But, been sitting here just fishing along the bottom here, waiting for white suckers to bite. But, yeah. This is a nice little area. And this area is beaten down a lot, so I guarantee a lot of people come here to try to catch a trout. And here I am fishing the bottom for white suckers. But me, I really personally don't care, as long as I'm catching fish and having fun and making a video. It's all that matters to me in the end. Although I hope you can see some of it with this glare that's here in front of me. I think that bite that I just had, but I missed, I want to say he probably stole my bait. I'm going to give it a few minutes, let it drift there in the current. And if he has, we're gonna put on some new bait. And after a few minutes, he bites it. Ooh, what do I got here? I don't think this is a white sucker. Oh no! Oh my goodness, it's a trout! Look at that, folks! It's an old brook trout. Oh wow, here we go, fellas. Here I am, not even fishing for trout, and a little brookie, little brook trout right there, folks, comes and bites it, and here I am fishing off the bottom. He must have been on the way to the bottom here and ate it. Look at that, fellas, right there, a nice little brook trout. Here I am fishing for white suckers, and I thought I had a little white sucker, but no, sure enough, just a little itty-bitty trout. You know, nice little pan fry too, decent size eating right here if you can get enough of them, but catch and release today. So, we'll just let him go. Oh boy. Isn't that something? Yeah, the Annapolis River is full of surprises. I've caught white suckers here, and without even trying. I'm not even honestly going for a trout right now. I'm just going for whichever bites, really. And yeah, he bit that light too, so I really wasn't sure. He bit that light, and I thought it was a little sucker coming in when he hit there. And no, guess I was wrong. Hands are getting a little dirty here. I should have brought myself a little rag or something. Unbelievable. I wasn't even going for a trout. But as I've been sitting here, there's been numerous of them just every so often here along the banks and whatnot, and fishing down that way through the current. There's been numerous of them jumping as I see mayflies, and nymphs and whatever, just and water bugs just being attacked by these fish. So I did have it in my mind that nope. Oh, I just had another one. Oh, so no doubt in my mind that I was gonna probably catch a trout in this area. So, oh my goodness, this place is starting to heat up here a little bit. Every so often when I get a cast, sure enough, I get one. Well, let's keep on going out there. There we go. Oh, this feels like a decent one. Although this one doesn't feel like a trout. This one definitely feels like a white sucker. And he's coming in towards me. No fight yet. Yeah, that's a sucker. Yeah, that's a white sucker. Woo! Man, these things got some fight when they realize they're hooked. And it's so much fun on an ultralight too, with only 6-pound test. Come on here, get up here, get up here. Oh, that's another big one. Oh my God. There we go. Not as big as the last one, but still. These fish are fat and healthy. These fish are definitely fat and healthy. Not too popular by many anglers, but I honestly don't mind them. I honestly don't mind catching these fish. They're hard fighting, they're nice, they're a bottom feeder. See, this is what their mouth looks like. In case you guys are wondering, this is what their mouth looks like. They just suck everything up off the bottom. A white sucker, definitely a fun fish to catch. And they get pretty big too, so it's also where they don't fight that much. They're also decent for kids to catch too, I imagine. There he goes, back down to the bottom. When you release them, as soon as you release them, they like the feel of that bottom. Being a bottom feeding type fish that cleans the bottoms of rivers and lakes, of algae, crustaceans, anything that they can basically find and get a hold of. These fish are pretty much the vacuum cleaners of the bodies of water. So, sure enough, these fish are definitely also fun to catch too. And you don't really need too big of a rod to catch these two. I'm fishing with a 7-foot ultralight with only 6-pound test. So, and they bite so light too, but they bite hard enough just so you can feel them. So I imagine with a stiff rod, you probably wouldn't be able to feel them. So you don't really need too big or too stiff of a rod. No, I found quite the little spot here. Just a few minutes away from my house, here in the woods. Oh, I think I got another one. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, no, missed him. He bit light, that guy. And as soon as it hits the water, they're right all over it. And I keep feeling little bites, so I'm wondering if they're trout or not. Ooh. Well, I found quite the honey hole here, down the river. I knew if I kept following the river down, I'd find some calm spots. Definitely be worth trying. And I don't know very many spots around here where I live now, so it's always fun to just walk around and discover just what's swimming around the waters out here. I think I got one here, but he's swimming with it. I think he's not really doing much with it. Yeah, He's on there. No, missed him. I think he stole my bait that time. No. And my weight fell off too. Okay. So that's just a sign I need to put my weight tighter. And I need to go back to my local fishing store and pick up some more of these bad boys. So I'm gonna double loop it, clamp it right there, and now we're gonna put on some more bait here for these fish. So get some from here. There we go, that's a decent piece. So after trucking in the woods a little bit, I came across a honey hole. It's definitely great that I was able to do this. It's definitely fun fishing out here. Wow, I got something nice way out there. He hit that some hard too. It's small, whatever it is. What is it? Oh my goodness, it's a big trout. It's a decent trout. Oh wow, look at that, folks. Another trout. Another decent sized trout, man. There's trout and white suckers here. You hit that some hard too. Alright, back in you go. Wow, wow. I'm not even fishing for trout. I'm just fishing for white suckers because they're a lot more fun and heavier. But yeah, there's a brook trout here too. Ooh, make sure I don't hit nothing. See, off in the distance there, look, well, you probably can't see because of the glare, but off in the distance you can see them jumping. And how I am feeling them with this giant size weight on, I'm surprised they're hitting this bait even though it has a giant size weight on it. It's just crazy. So I caught 3 trout and a bunch of white suckers here. And it's after supper too, so when the flies are just starting to come out, so must be feeding time in here in this river for the fish. Because the white suckers have slowed down just a little bit. They're still hitting, but they just slowed down a bit. And now the trout are coming out to play because all along here, all along this river, I've just been watching little specks, little speckles just jumping all around me here. There we go. After a few minutes, this one feels a bit small. It's a sucker, of course. He's been sitting with it. After my line went tight, yeah, he got it. Ooh, take it easy, buddy. Oh, get away from that tree. Ooh. Man, as soon as they know they're hooked, they like to fight. Alright. Oh, this is another decent one. Come here, big fella. I'm in here. Oh, no. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got a twig around you. Come on. Come here. Get in there. Ooh! Look at the size of this one. Now that is a big fish. Wow. Look at the size of this one. Oh my goodness. What a big fish this is. Oh, that is a big, nice, decent sized sucker. Oh my god. My god, that's a big fish. These white suckers, man, they definitely put up a fight. Once they discover they're hooked, they definitely do put up a fight here in this river. Alright. I'm gonna put you back. There you go, little guy. Well, big guy, I should say. Right underneath the tree. Right underneath this tree. That's where they all seem to go. Whew. And still hitting it up with the bait that I have. I barely changed my bait for a while now. He was sitting with it because as soon as I started the reel, while off camera there, as soon as I started the reel, then he started taking off with it. Some of them are lazy and don't move a whole lot, so unless they spot food or whatever it is they're chasing after, they usually make on the run. But after they had their fill of a meal, they just laze around along the bottom. So that's why I wasn't too, that's why I was unsure if I had that one or not. Here comes that muskrat. Hey, little guy. Well, it's been a few minutes here. Haven't really got a chance to do anything. Oh, no, don't go in my line. Don't go in my line. There you go. Well, it's been a few minutes here. The bite has slowed down with both the trout and the white suckers. So, I think it's almost time. Oh, there's a bite. Got him! Oh, right when I was done saying that. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess it turned back on. And now, well, watch. As soon as he gets in here, he's gonna fight. Yeah, it's a sucker. Oh, he's not all that big, but it's definitely a decent one. Oh, he's not wanting to come in, though. Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Saddle down. Come on. Come here, big fella. Get in here, big fella. Oh! Alright. There we go. Wow. Man, these fish are huge. They're right rounded out. Either they're beginning to spawn or they are just eating, having a buffet down there. Ooh. Either these fish are ready to spawn or they're feeding really well. Like, these fish are just really thick. Really thick looking fish. Like, wow. Even the shorter, stockier ones are right rounded out. Okay, buddy. Yeah, back in you go. There he goes. Oh. It's almost getting that time. Shut her down and head home for a busy day tomorrow. So I'm gonna make it worth it and try to go for one more. One more and I've had my fill. And maybe, just maybe, I'll probably come back here again tomorrow and get some more fishing action in, because this is the only spot that I know that's close to my house that's local that I discovered. So everything else is kind of far out of my reach without a car. So no, I say I did pretty good today on a nice day like today. Caught 3 trout, caught some white suckers, all in the same river. So we're gonna catch one more here. Hopefully we can. And then call it a day. And here's the last fish. He took that some quick. He's coming in with it too, and it felt heavy when I set the hook. Oh, wow. Where you going, big fella? Oh, where you going? Ooh. Man, these things like to fight. And catching them on light tackle is so much fun, too. Yeah. Look at them. Catching these on light tackle is so much fun, too. Come here. You're 8. Oh, that's a little skinnier one. But hey, still a fish. It's a much skinnier one. Started running with it right quick. And before I began the film, I set the hook on it. And I thought I had him at first, but then he sat with it, and then he came right back for it, I guess. Well, there you go. Last sucker of the night. And this will be all today. And I'm probably going to come back here again tomorrow, do some more filming. Maybe try some more different spots further up the river there. But we went a little ways in the woods here, and we came across some decent ones. So, with that being said, here's one more white sucker for the evening. And we'll see you later, little guy. And we will see you guys again in the next video. I'm probably going to be back here again tomorrow, discovering more what's up that way. So we'll see you all again next time.